On today's episode of
Jessica Anywhere,
we explore the Midway Ice Castles.
Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. I'm Jessica from Jessica Anywhere, where I talk about all things travel related. I'm so excited to go explore the Midway Ice Castles with you guys today. I've wanted to come here ever since I heard about them a few years ago, so I am stoked to be here. So let's go check this place out.
The ice castles originally got their start here in Utah. When Bryan Christensen moved to Utah from California with his wife and 6 kids, he needed something to do to help keep his kids occupied during the winter. So, during one of their first winters here, he built an ice cave in their yard to help cure their cabin fever. Not only was this a huge hit with his kids, but kids from all across town came to play in his ice castle, as it was affectionately named. Since then, the ice castles have grown significantly, offering their experience in 4 different states.
So nice, we time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help that this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say let's come, babe. Don't need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Good do. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you're a good guy. Make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it. I wanna see it. See how.
I've had a great time so far exploring at the ice castles. I hope you guys can hear me okay. It's kind of loud with all of the people here. But I am going to check in with you guys as it gets dark, where the lights will start turning on. It was pretty cool being here during the day and seeing the ice castles, but it's even better at night. Holy cow.
For the 2021 season, the ice castles in Utah are expected to run through the first week of February. As of uploading this video, there were quite a few time slots sold out, so you'll want to buy your tickets quickly if you're trying to go this year. One thing I did see, however, is on their Instagram, they did mention in the comments that they are looking at extending the dates here for Utah. Thanks to Utah's Adventure family on Instagram, you can use code ADVENTURE15 for 15% off through the rest of the 2021 season.
Have been kind of crowded, surprisingly, but they are still a ton of fun. I'm loving exploring them in the dark with all of the lights turned on. Somehow they managed to build a slide out of ice, so we're about to go check that out.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the
now that we are back home and it is a few days later, I figured I would wrap things up by talking about my top 5 tips for visiting the ice castles. So if you couldn't tell by the footage, we had a ton of fun while we were there, and there were a couple of things that, after reflecting on things, I helped realize made sure that we had a great time. So the first thing that I want to talk about is utilizing both hot hands and feet warmers. So we bought these from Costco, so they're actually the Little Hotties brand rather than like the Hot Hands name brand, but they worked just as well. And one of our favorites that we had were the feet warmers. They have a little adhesive pad, if it'll focus on these for you, but they have a little adhesive pad on the bottom so that you can peel it off and stick it to, we stuck it to the top of our socks, but next time we use them we're going to stick them to the bottom of our socks, so that way it helps keep our toes a little bit warmer. And then we just stuck some hot hands in our pockets, which helped keep our hands warm, especially for me where I had my hands out and recording quite a bit. It was nice when I wasn't recording just to be able to stick my hands in my pockets with the hot hands. Now my next tip is to make sure that A, you layer up, and B, wear snow boots. We were walking around in the snow pretty much the entire time, with the exception of the walkway leading up to the ice castles, so you'll want to make sure that you are wearing appropriate footwear for that, and then also make sure that you layer up as well, especially if you are planning on going before the sun sets, whereas after it gets dark the temperature does drop significantly and you're probably going to want to have an extra layer that you can go ahead and add on. Tip number 3 is to arrive about 30 minutes before sunset if possible. We had arrived about an hour 15 minutes before the sun went down, and we found ourselves just kind of wandering around, not quite sure what to do with ourselves before it got dark, because we wanted to make sure that we were there after all of the lights had kicked on. And I am so glad we stayed. As you guys saw, it was spectacular after all of the lights kicked on. So to make sure that you have ideal timing, I would definitely recommend about 30 minutes before sunset if you can. Tip number 4 is to try out the slide that they have there. It is 100% worth it. And then lastly, just like they recommend, I'm going to recommend as well buying your tickets online in advance. With how popular the ice castles have gotten, their tickets more often than not will sell out. They're actually sold out for this upcoming week from what I could tell when I checked, and then next week they have a few slots remaining, but again they are going really quickly. Now, like I mentioned in my voiceover, I did see that on their Instagram they are looking at extending the dates for Utah, so keep an eye on that if you are looking to go. But if you are planning on going next year, make sure that as soon as tickets go live you get them for the date that you're looking for. So that is where I'm going to leave you guys with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed exploring the ice castles with us, and I hope my tips were helpful. If they were, please go ahead and like the video and comment down below what your favorite part of the ice castles were. If you guys want more tips on things to do here around Utah and in Salt Lake especially, please make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. With all of that being said, I will see you guys on Wednesday with a new video. You could be anywhere, but thank you for being here with me. Bye guys.
Why am I nervous? My hands are cold.